Messi not being there, and in not being there, disappointing people. And I want to read a quote here from Don Garber that he gave to The Athletic relative to this situation. He said, Messi has played probably more games than anybody ever expected. He came in quickly and has played in the U.S. Open Cup. He played in the Leagues Cup. He played for his country and scored a goal against Ecuador. It's a lot of games for a guy who has delivered in so many ways on and off the field. These are decisions that clubs have to make, and commissioners will support any decision that the team makes. Fair enough. But that is a little bit disingenuous. That is a little bit simplistic, and that is a little bit naive when it comes to Major League Soccer and what Don Garber, as the commissioner of Major League Soccer, and all of the teams and all of the ownership, it should be said, have done with Messi. They have used Messi from the moment it was announced to sell and to hype and to promote absolutely everything on and off the field, like I said, from the moment that his decision was made. But I think that whether it's Inter Miami and MLS, if they have information, and if he is not going to play, they need to make it very, very clear, especially before using Messi for all of these teams and leagues. And let's be honest, soccer promotion that's going on. I think it's important, and I think it's vital for fans and media and teams to know. And Messi has proven to be the difference when he plays for Inter Miami. And I think it's the club's responsibility to do everything to inform, but also from a purely competitive standpoint, I would also think that it's Inter Miami's responsibility to do everything to make the playoffs. Now, Tata Martino has come out and said now that, no, the priority is the final of the Open Cup, which, by the way, leads you to Champions League. And so I can understand that. But again, be open and be honest with everybody. And I don't think that that's too much to ask for this team relative to Messi and what he does. And so I do think it's one thing to say, buyer beware. Fair enough. And that is absolutely valid in a number of things. But in this situation, that buyer was purposely not informed of the situation at a time when he or she could have been. And I just don't think that is ultimately right. And I'll also say this when it comes to promotion and marketing. Messi, like every player in Major League Soccer, is bound by contractual obligations, negotiated and agreed upon negotiations when it comes to the CBA, the standard player agreement, and all these different things. And if you look through them, they have plenty of wordage about what they need to do and promote. And, had Messi shown up and just waved, would that have been enough? I think that would have been enough. I think that would have been something. And I remember back in the day when we were dealing with David Beckham, who, remember, when he first arrived, was actually injured. And there were some times where he didn't go. And I went back and looked up some of the articles. For example, he didn't play in Dallas, and people were disappointed that he didn't play in Dallas. He was hurt, legitimately hurt, okay? And he actually made a point of coming out publicly and apologizing to the people of Dallas. We then went to trips, and I remember going to, for example, Toronto, where he was hurt, but he was there. He was with us. So at least people were able to see that. And this is an icon. This is a star that people want to see. Messi has been brought to Major League Soccer, not just to kick the ball, but to promote the league. And if he doesn't want to do that, or if he is being absolved of any responsibility to do that, fair enough, but tell us and tell everybody ahead of time so people aren't spending money. People aren't, again, buying things without the pertinent information relative to what's going on with Messi.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops every week. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops twice a week right here on my very own YouTube page. The only way to stay up to date is to hit that subscribe button down below. Size the day, and see you soon.